make it enough.
Hold the line!
Stay with me, boy. Please. We finish this. Together.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, boys. We got a job.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, Jen TMaxi in Canada and Terry Diamantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it all back. I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back. And not just because I'm stranded in space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space. Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
feel like I've lost my purpose now. It's like,
Well,
I'm
give
the
up
actual
then.
Freepik. No.
Jesus!
We'll make it enough.
Hold the line!
Stay with me, boy. Please.
We finish this. Together.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Come on, boys. We got a job.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, TMaxi in Canada and Terry Diamantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it all back. I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back. And not just because I'm stranded in space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space. Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
I feel like I've lost my purpose now. It's like,
Well, give up then.
No.
Jeepers!
We'll make it enough.
Hold the line!
Stay with me, boy. Please.
We finish this. Together.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, boys. We got a job.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, TMaxi in Canada and Terry Diamantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it all back. I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back. And not just because I'm stranded in space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space. Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
I feel like I've lost my purpose now. It's like,
Well,
I'm
give
the
up
actual
then.
Freepik. No.
Jeepers!
We'll make it enough.
Hold the line!
Stay with me, boy. Please.
We finish this. Together.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Come on, boys. We got a job.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, TMaxi in Canada and Terry Diamantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it all back. I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back. And not just because I'm stranded in space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space. Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
I feel like I've lost my purpose now. It's like,
Well,
I'm
give
the
up
actual
then.
Freepik. No.
Jeepers!
We'll make it enough.
Hold the line!
Stay with me, boy. Please.
We finish this. Together.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Come on, boys. We got a job.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, TMaxi in Canada and Terry Diamantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it.
Minions of the zoo. In space.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Minions of the Zoo in space. They can't hear you. Shut the fuck up. I'm your keeper from Tyr Alexander, and I'm here with my friends Mitch Nemo.
Yeah. What friends?
Oh, the critical.
Critical. think he's having issues.
Oh Lord. And the furry bastard. I'm not sure if he's really a friend. He just kind of scurried in one day, and we just take care of him.
You don't take care of me. You make me buy my own food. You promise to pay me. You never do. Then you charge me rent.
Hey. Cat food ain't cheap.
Keys. What keys? It's a cardboard fucking box.
I said cat food ain't cheap. Clean your ears out.
What?
I can't because you don't pay me enough for ear fucking drops.
Oh, well. That's a you problem. I'm going to pick a TF.
No, it's a you problem.
So how have you guys been?
I've been alright.
Funkalicious.
Still
It's
alive.
colder than hell up my way. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's just above freezing now, and I'm almost feeling balmy. It's been that cold.
Ugh.
Likewise.
That fucking sucks. How was your New Year's?
Yeah. Apart from that, I'm hungry. God damn it!
Don't fucking swear at me.
Yeah, don't swear. Critical's back.
Retarded.
Huh?
Discord's being fucking retarded.
Oh, good. As long as that just means it's being consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh no, I was already done.
I said we've established that Rat is works at Discord and he chews on the wires. And
yeah, we know.
He wrangles the marmots.
It's worse than that. He pees on them as well.
Oh Lord.
He's already built a nest in the wires.
Ear nest. I like your optimism.
He's the marmot wrangler.
Yep.
No, he's the varmint.
The varmint wrangler.
Like, why is it so long to get a TFO going? The hell's going on?
I don't know.
Technically,
It's Star Trek Online.
Is everybody stuck playing still doing Winter Wonderland?
Microphone.
Sorry, Winter Wonderland's Q Hell event.
Oh God, I'm glad that's over tomorrow. I don't even play it. I'm just doing those duty officer assignments so I can sell the currency. But my God, I'm tired of it.
It'd be different.
I'm not even doing that.
It'd be different if it was something Star Trekky, if you will.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's Christmas event. You can't get something Star Trekky, not really.
Yeah, you can.
But that is absolutely no excuse.
You can
just wish
actually
they'd
get
start-
get a Christmas event going. You
I
could
wish
do.
they would take this business seriously.
Yes. I would like more TFOs like the one with 7 of 9.
You just like 7 of 9.
No, the one where like it starts off where you're in space, like heading toward the battle.
Oh God, I hate that one.
I love the concept. You're immediately involved in the action, even with the time gate.
Yeah, I've got to give you that. Don't want to, but I've got to.
Yeah, like.
Apparently, it's a contractual thing.
Yeah. But you immediately jump into the action. She's giving you the information in the briefing as you're going through it. It feels like, hey, you just met up with a hastily put together fleet, and you all warping together.
Well, see, that actually proves my point when I say that time gates are fine if they're well disguised.
Yes.
That's the problem is the developers, I don't mean just of this game, but I think it's actually what do you call
industry-wide?
Yeah, industry-wide, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's industry-wide. They think that to do a time gate, you have to have people just sit there and do nothing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hell, I mean, why not add a little mini game to the time gate itself?
No
No.
mini games. Mini games are shit. Always stupid little turn the square into a square kind of game. Those are fucking stupid. And the instant you put a mini game like that in a actual game, that mini game is going to dominate all the time gating stuff.
Yep. Because there'll be special rewards for the mini games.
It's already built in, and they can just reuse it over and over again. Look at some of the TFOs in this game.
There'll be
That they
special
reuse,
rewards,
except they give it a different fucking paint job.
plus there'll be special rewards in the mini game, and that'll take players up, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
There'll be players who join the TFO just to do the mini game.
Or, all right, maybe not a mini game, but something interactive that, you know, again, it should be you warping in or coming into your battle event or this TFO, just like the other one, and you're doing something interactive. There's some sort of reason.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. That like the warp in, for example, is a good example of it. And even there, you're doing nothing until you actually finish warping in, and that's fine.
Shit.
Because you're distracted from the fact that you're not doing anything, and that's the important thing.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, the best way to distract someone, not to distract them, but the best way to perform a time gate in a game is to do something in the game that's related to the game that people wanted to play in the first fucking place. I get it. I'm sorry.
Shit, I think they don't know the clone where you're doing the fucking you gotta sync the fucking coordinate.
They keep moving too far away from that.
Right. If they'd have kept it with the, all right, you guys are landing on, and the time gate ends with like the shuttle bay opening up, instead of you just warping onto the fucking battlefield.
Oh, instead of being
just close that fucking rift.
Yeah. Because it starts with you going there from the shuttle.
Yeah, you were apparently in a command ship. They shuttle you down to the planet.
Yeah.
And you start taking care of business.
Yeah.
That's almost okay.
But again,
but even that one, it still involves just standing there. You know, if they say, okay, go check confirm the weapons, blah blah blah. Look, it's a weapons locker. Okay. And basically, you collect the weapons that you went in loaded with. Because
do I really only have 3 D100s left? What the fuck?
What?
Sorry, I'm looking through my dice right now. I only have 3 D100s left.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
sit on my dice.
But yeah, that works too. Shit, I think the one where you're doing you're going through the ship and you don't have fucking you have to fight the Elachi. What is that one called?
Defend Rio Station?
Yeah, Defend Rio Station. You know, maybe make that again. Make it where you're being briefed on it in fucking game. You know, hey.
Well, yeah, that's one thing. Is that it's okay to do briefings as time gates, but at the same time, you have to think about repeat plays.
Yeah.
By the time I'm playing this thing for the 5th time,
it gets annoying.
I don't need the briefing anymore, so don't make it a time gate where you just stand there and do nothing.
Yeah.
And don't use the same time gate for every fucking thingamahonky.
Create different time gates.
Well, create different distractions, is what I'm saying. For example, let's say in one you have to go to different lockers to collect different gear, and it's basically the gear you came in with. We've established that. That's one good way to do a time gate, because you're actually doing something. picking a lock, I think, is a shitty time gate because that's going to involve the mini game.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, and if you want to make the time gate matter, when you're going and gathering your gear, if you don't gather all your gear, you don't get to use it during that operation. It's a prerequisite.
Okay.
It must be done. But you know, I mean, I understand a bit. There's only so many things you can do before you run out of ideas.
You know what I wish they would do? I wish they would incorporate, like, being over bridge more.
It would be nice, yeah.
Like, maybe you start on your bridge. You say you're doing a space TFO, right? You start on your bridge. Maybe you got to calibrate, you know, your sensors.
How about this, Tyr? You don't start on your bridge. You start in your quarters. You're woken up because shit's going down.
That works too.
And you know, first thing you got to grab your uniform. You got to get you got to put your pants on before you go fight the fire.
And if you don't complete it on time, you come to the battle late.
That's the kind of thing they did in games like Star Trek Elite Forces.
Yeah. You know, you have to put on your uniform. You have to grab your weapons. So you have to basically you start in your quarters. You have to grab your uniform there. Then you got to head to a weapons locker somewhere to grab like your armor, shield, and firearms. It would, I mean, then you finally make then you have to fight your way to the bridge as part of the TFO.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you make it. You don't just sit there and go, "Oh look, it's the Borg again."
You know what? I'm done.
And we've been told 64 times now how to fight this TFO. Let's listen to it once more. That's bad game design.
Maybe make a rotating.
Actually, yeah, rotating. If you could figure out a way to rotate the time gates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In different operations, that would be awesome.
Yeah. So essentially, you have the system where it pops up, right? This time it's you guys just warping in and you're going there. But the next time you play it, it's a different time gate. So you're waking up like you see your first officer go, command captain, you're needed on the bridge. Like you got like 30 seconds to get to the fucking bridge. And if you don't get to the bridge within that 30 seconds, you arrive late to the battle, or you don't get loot, premium loot for a while.
Yeah.
Something.
No, I would just like I said, you have, I don't know, maybe a minute to put your pants on, grab your gear, and head to the transporter room or the shuttle or fight your way to the bridge or whatever. You have a minute to do that, and it depends on what kind of TFO you're doing, obviously.
Yeah.
When I say that, I mean ground or space. It depends, but you do that. You don't even, maybe you're not even waking up out of your sleep in your underwear. Maybe you're just off duty in the mess hall and over the intercom, captain of the bridge. And you get to the bridge and it's like, oh, we've got a distress call from Slamabam 4. Oh God, we got to go to Slamabam 4. Press the go button and off we go.
Yeah.
And that's your
time
help
gate.
me out here. That's your time gate. Yeah. You could, I mean, it's almost like they just, okay, we're just going to sit here like we're doing now. This is the current time gate standard. What we're doing right now, just standing here. Oftentimes you can't even dance. Because I know Batman would be about to.
Pick another TFO.
All right. The real shitter of it is, it seems like development studios resist the hell out of fan ideas, or not even fan, but customer ideas.
Yeah, again,
Like, hey, I'm a customer and I buy your product. Here's what I would like to see.
I mean, again, bridges have no purpose in this game. Like everything I could do on my bridge, I can do in a menu. I can do on the HUD.
The bridges were put in for the role players.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what I want. I want more stuff to start with me seeing my bridge. I have it.
Yeah.
I know it exists. Like, what is the point of me being on the bridge or you selling me this, a feature that is basically useless? It's not used in game.
When I call down security teams,
prime example.
What I want is I want security teams in uniforms that are like the ones that my character wears.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which, original series, easy to fucking do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no, I get game standard fucking teams turning up.
I mean, you should be able to customize that. Again, if the ship is say it should be a customization feature on your ship. Like maybe I want to have my people all looking like fucking the Empire, the Tyr Empire. You know?
Yeah. And that should carry through to all the crew on your ship interior when you use that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now I haven't visited my bridge in ages, but I remember in the early days of visiting your bridge, you've seen the same bridge officers over and over. Like, and I don't mean people that's there. You saw duplicates of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell, they weren't even sitting in the seats properly half the time.
Yeah. Or they weren't at proper stations. Like, if my commander should have been in a, he's tactical, so he should have been at a tactical station. He's nowhere near tactical. He's at operations. How?
Exactly.
Oh, that's easy. It's cross-departmental training.
But again, or you see him, you see the same character twice, right next to each other.
Oh, the same NPC.
Yeah.
Same model.
It's the small things.
Yeah, but enough about your sexual problems.
Shit. Why not make a unique?
It's a small thing. The name of Tyr sex tape.
Why not make a unique TFO? And I know it'd probably be rather intensive to do. One of our ships is being invaded, and we have to help the other.
We used to have stuff like that in this thing we called the foundry or the forge.
Yeah.
The foundry, perhaps.
Yeah, I was right the first time.
I remember it. Again. Yeah. So now I have to jump. We have to jump between ships because, okay, the Borg have infected my ship this turn. Y'all have to hop on my ship, and because my ship is the Romulan style ship, instead of going to my warp core, we have to fight our way to my fucking God damn it, I forget what it's called.
Singularity core?
Bridge?
Yeah, Singularity core. Okay, well we cleared my ship, but now Mitch's ship is under attack, and we beam in his cargo bay because he can't get us any closer.
That sounded dirtier than it should.
What?
It really did.
Beam in Mitch's cargo
He
bay.
beamed in his cargo bay.
But that's it's some in-game reason why we can't get to his engine. So now we gotta go through. We gotta climb through a bunch of Jeffries to fighting off Borg incursions, and some more shit.
You should really play the episode. Gotta look it up. Hang on.
What was in it? What happens in it?
Taken by Surprise is the episode from the most recent story arc.
Okay.
Again,
I have a lot of the stuff that you mentioned.
I don't know if I've done that one yet.
I mean,
Taken by surprise.
I'm just saying.
In the cargo bay.
Better taken from behind, I suppose.
you know, and again, you don't. You could always do it like the one. I forget the name of the TFO where you have to defend the float, not the flotilla. It's the one with Joy LaForge saying, "Oh shit," and it rotates the enemy that's attacking.
Oh yeah, the Dranner
Yeah.
colony defense thingy.
Yeah. So why not have something like that? It rotates who's attacking. So one time that we played it, we got the board. Well, this time we got, you know, the Alachi, or we got the
Klingons.
yeah, somebody.
Alpha is back online.
You know, we got jumped by Herosians.
Oh, I'll tell you some of the reasons for this stuff. Actually, one, they had a lead developer, Al Rivera, for like 10, 12 years.
Facility beta is safe.
That guy's a hack. He actually can't say that he designed and built game architecture. He actually says, because he wrote a bio of sorts, like a CV resume, and in it, the way he describes what he did is he architected certain game functions.
That's because of the really bad use of language these days.
Yeah,
it's like these people say, "Oh, I adult."
Well, yeah, it's exactly. He's a fucking hack.
Yeah,
he doesn't know the language. He doesn't know shit. I mean, he knows shit, yes, but he's a fucking hack.
I constructed. You know,
no, designed and implemented would be the best way to say it. But no, he architected. So he's a hack on that level. He's the guy who was behind, I don't know if everyone else was here at the time. I think Bats was. He designed the Delta Quadrant expansion. And before anyone could really...
He really needs punching then.
What's that?
He really needs punching.
Yes. That expansion turned a lot of people off of the game.
Yep.
And he's bouncing around saying it's the most popular expansion ever and the fans love it. And that's another thing. And we're guilty of this as well as game developers. Again, I'm not talking
specifically. Okay, Keishel, how you doing?
Hey, Keishel.
Hi, Keishel.
Again,
everybody
I'm not
likes
talking specifically about these game developers in Star Trek Online. I think this is an industry-wide thing. We've conned ourselves into believing that we're fans and not paying customers.
Yes.
We really need to rethink how we do that. Well, that was quick.
I'm sorry.
Because the second you consider yourself a fan and you let them call you a fan, they put themselves on a fucking pedestal that they shouldn't be on. I'm not saying they shouldn't be on a pedestal. Maybe they should, but not that pedestal.
I mean, with the
thing is, if you're on that pedestal, you also have responsibilities.
When I first started playing, they had like roaming board cubes that you could out in like the sector flight. You could go into them, and you start a
random
mini
encounters.
battle.
You still got
random
them.
encounter. Well, I don't see them. I don't see board cubes floating around anymore.
Depends where you go. Like near your mic.
Well, they have the deep space encounters still.
Yeah.
Those show up as funny red dots on the maps, but that's low level content. That's not for people at our level.
Shit, I mean, again, like you were saying ages ago, like give us like explorable areas, like make us feel like have the content or the mission of Starfleet is their explorers, and maybe we'll never have the true feeling of discovery, but like make us land on planets and okay, well you got a random mission today to collect XYZ or scan 8 billion. Kind of nice that I talk about.
We used to have that in the exploration sectors, but that was just content that was badly implemented. Not poorly implemented, badly implemented.
I mean, maybe we need to revisit.
What, like this TFO?
It was go to space, scan 5 things, shoot 5 guys, leave.
Yeah.
or it was go to beam down, scan 5 things, shoot 5 guys, leave. It was the most redundant content in the game.
Don't think many people
you got a
used
couple
it.
of pop-up dialogue things that I guess were meant to provide the illusion that you were doing something different, but it didn't work, and it was very bad. But they don't even know, they don't understand exploration.
Nope.
Because if they did, they would have us going to different planetary systems on the existing map, where right now there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
They would have us going there doing something like a system patrol. All you have to do is add 1 per update. And give us a reason to go there. I've been over that whole idea before. I don't want to bore you with the details again.
I
But exploration involves actually going out and looking for something. So give us something to go out and fucking look for. Don't tell us where it is. Don't give us a transwarp to it. Let us go fucking find it.
It's kind of like the Endeavor system, like where you have
Hello,
to
person
do.
who just joined.
Somebody just
Well,
joined.
it's Rotncorpse.
You're rotten.
Oh, rotten.
But that's all you need for an exploration system. Give us something to go find and don't tell us where it is.
Yeah.
And for
In
the
fact,
love of God, expand the Delta Quadrant so that it's more than 1 row of systems. And expand the Gamma Quadrant so there's more to do than that bullshit content they got going on in there now.
Shit, with the Gamma Quadrant, they could really do some shit. There's content there. Like maybe we can find a Erosion homeworld, like something.
Oh, but anyway, I was gonna tell you why shit's not getting done. One of the problems with this game specifically is that in the background it's always changing hands. Yeah. It's a promise without fulfillment, essentially. And you know, in a situation like that, do you want to start work on a long-term project?
No, because then the new guy may come in and say, scrap everything I've done.
Well, yeah, that's what happened with when Cryptic was bought by Deca. And Deca was doing some good shit, but now Deca's been sold, or Deca sold Star Trek Online to Art Games.
I mean, that
once
shit's
again,
happening
but you know,
with Moons as
every time, oh, we're not going to change the development team. Everything's going to stay as it. No, it's not. Everything's going to stay the same for a week, and then you're going to go in and start fucking shit up again. I don't mean fucking shit up like breaking stuff. I mean...
Oh, I was going to say, that's what was happening with movies as well. And shit, I can't remember what freaking game it was to where, like, the creators of it made an amazing game, and the subsequent ones just went downhill because they slowly pulled off the originals and just put a bunch of chicks on it.
Yeah. And it's not even a chicks thing. I mean, it might be if they did it for political reasons, but it's...
Generally they do it for political reasons.
Yeah.
Generally, yes. But it's also because the person who has the vision, once their vision expires, maybe they should leave, because now they've only got one idea that they keep... It's one well they keep going back to, let's put it that way.
Like, I want them to stop filleting the board. I'm tired of
yeah,
filleting the
Borger.
board.
See, that's the other trap with games and movies, really, in any kind of entertainment, is they constantly think that the way to maintain excitement is to up the stakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that discussion yesterday a bit while watching the movie review.
Well, there you
I
go.
mean, that's something you find where you find good writers in, like comics. I mean, the best comic writers take a character like Superman and they make the stories interesting by focusing on Superman, not his powers.
Right. Well, plus, the way to maintain interest is not to up the stakes; it's to change the stakes.
Yeah.
Like,
so as it stands right now in this game, for example, since we're here, we've got multi-dimensional board
We got two
that
sets of multi
have assimilated the Iconians and became the Ethereans, and they're a threat across all the dimensions everywhere, and they think that the next escalation is going to be like a reality bomb, or something stupid like that.
Mitch, we have two sets of multi-dimensional board. We have the one where Harry Kim with the Board King.
Yeah.
Like that version. And then we had, like you said, we had the Ethereans.
Yeah, and like I said, it had to be the Mirror Universe Harry Kim because that's the only way you can get above being an ensign.
Yep. No lie detected.
Yeah, I got taken out.
The point is,
within. Saying I got taken out within seconds.
Let's take the best example of a bit of Star Trek entertainment that's ever been made. That's Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Yes, the stakes were high because of the Genesis device.
Yeah.
And what it was capable of. But it wasn't just because it was the Genesis device, it was because it was in Khan's hands.
Yep.
And the thing is, the story was not about Genesis. That was a background element. That was a backdrop for the story about Khan and Kirk.
Yep.
And without the story about Khan and Kirk, who gives a fuck about the Genesis device? Yeah, it was high stakes, but it was, help me out here.
But it was a MacGuffin.
The Genesis device by itself lacks the dramatic.
Yeah. It was a background thing. The story was Kirk and Khan.
Right, it's like any given James Bond film. The MacGuffin which is being sent to get or destroy. That's just a MacGuffin. That's just the real story is a conflict between him and the main bad guy.
Right. Yeah. The MacGuffin is set dressing.
Yeah. And sometimes it's not even a MacGuffin.
The Genesis planet in Star Trek 3 is set dressing. And why does that work so well? Because it takes two of the story developments that happen in Star Trek 2 and fills them out in the next movie in what feels like a very natural way. And then, of course, Star Trek 3 sort of naturally folds into Star Trek 4.
Search for Spock.
Yeah, Search for Spock folds into the Search for Whales.
Yeah. And Star Trek 5, the search for more money.
Yeah, but again,
Star Trek 5
had Spaceballs 3
as well. So Star Trek 4 is
Spaceballs 2.
But again, you don't have to go back to the old well of villains. You can create new
villains. You don't.
The whole premise of having a multiverse, or even
you got to stay away from the multiverse. That's a crutch.
Yeah.
But you can
Even shared universes are bad.
But you have a whole space, a galaxy to work with. You can have different villains. Like shit. Or you can revisit old villains that never got, much free time.
Well, Tyr, the thing is too many people grew up like we did on Saturday morning cartoons to where the same villains return and return. Rarely did you have a different villain.
Shit.
Scooby-Doo.
I would love to revisit.
Well, even Scooby. No, I'm sorry, Rotten. Even Scooby-Doo, you're right, because it was the same villain, really, but just with a different name.
Yeah. But again, I would love to revisit the Circle. Like you're telling me that they're still on separatists who don't want to be part of the Federation, the Bajorans. They want Bajor to be ruled by the Bajorans.
Oh yeah.
I want. Hey, there's people in the Federation who want Bajor to be ruled by the Bajorans because they'll get rid of the fucking bastards.
Again, like, why don't we do? I'm pretty sure like you can't have another Maquis Well, you could always bring back the fucking Maquis. Honestly, they still want to go back home.
What about those Native Americans on that colony world? Who had to give it up for the.
The Maquis were kind of a follow-up on them. I think that was the inciting incident.
Shit, like there's still fertile ground with old villains that only got one one episode.
Well,
The
they tried
parasites.
that in this game, but it doesn't work because they don't understand the villains.
Yeah.
Remember the
They did-
parasites?
Yeah, exactly, the neural parasites. They turned them into big giant bugs like Alien.
Yeah. No, what about is two episodes, right? Two-parter, and then you never heard of them again.
Shit. I want to know. What were they?
What love is?
Huh?
You want to know what love is?
Yes. No.
Something you will never know.
What was the why not have a mission where we're trying to find like the Skria? Not necessarily the Skrians themselves, but the mission itself is trying to find these people on homeworld. And the mission can end differently based on what you do.
Because that takes effort.
And that wouldn't work in an MMO.
No. Well, see, again, behind the scenes, they look for ease of operation, of their operation, not the game.
Yeah.
To make their operation easy, they make their operation easy by making content that works for every faction. That's why the Klingons and Federation in this game are allied again.
That's
because.
I hate that.
I remember it.
Microphone, please use it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to move my mic closer. I hate that. Like,
We don't care.
What the hell? Like the whole premise of the game is that they're at war, and yes, they could work together for certain events. Like when Conqueror came, yeah, I'm gonna call you in because if we die, you die too.
It was a bad premise too.
Yeah, because it basically showed that they didn't understand how the Undine work, as they're calling them now.
Right.
They're not shapeshifters.
Nope.
They developed a technology which can make them impersonate humans.
Yeah.
Not specific humans.
Oh, fluidic space.
That's an idiotic fucking idea.
I'm still trying to figure out how do regular starships work in fluidic space.
I'm still trying to work out how fluidic space hasn't frozen solid.
I don't know.
It's.
I'm still trying to figure out how magnets work.
But then again, fluidic space comes from Voyager.
Yo,
Voyager
Zed, you snarky.
was
pop on.
was rife. Oh, Zed. Fluidic space comes from Voyager. Voyager is rife in bad science fiction ideas and bad science.
I mean, I think the worst episode is when Tom and Janeway evolved past human species, and at the end of the episode, everything was hunky dory.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that could be really
yeah. So Paris and Janeway are basically deadbeat parents.
Yeah,
apparently.
Oh, creating an entirely brand new game from scratch is really fun.
Hey, you put yourself through it.
The fracturing, not with storytelling, but the bad ideas in Star Trek date back to Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
Thankfully, we have safety protocols in place for the simulation, so only your pride took.
They really do.
How so?
The Reliant. The design of the Reliant.
Mm-hmm.
What's with a roll bar? Why is there a roll bar?
In case it crashes?
It doesn't make sense.
And in space, why would it
have that roll bar design? And it makes no sense to put the torpedo launcher in the middle of that roll bar. It makes no sense at the joints of the roll bar to have phaser weapons. Unless the ship is a combat ship of a certain kind, and that's And even then, you don't make the big nifty weapons outboard. You put them centerline.
You don't.
There's all kinds of stuff in the Reliant ship design that makes no sense.
Yeah, you don't put your weapons in a easily targetable position.
No, it's not that. It's that the ship was designed to look cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't designed to be functional.
Well, we have that issue now where we have ships with zero space. Oh God.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. The Reliant is another example of negative space.
So again, if I'm a military, I'm a military tactician, I'm going to tell my fleet to, if I'm fighting a Reliant ship, I'm going to tell my fleet aim for between the joints, the connected points between the weapon systems. Yo, Zed.
Which one of y'all had to remind me of the fucking Threshold episode?
I did it.
That was Tyr.
That was Tyr. Boy, you owe the planet now.
Tyr is in here.
I'm going to say flat out, it was you. You reminded yourself.
Reminds me of
No, I'm sorry, Rotten. Rotten, no. There's an excuse to blame Tyr here. We're taking it.
Gee, wow.
Yes, and when the dude that blames me for everything short of the existence of the AIDS virus says, hey, wait a second, it's not his fault this time. Admittedly, that scares me, but he's got a point.
I blame Tyr.
I don't know who blames you normally.
What happens when you accept something like the Reliant? What happens next? It escalates.
You
and
rely
get
on
the
it?
Grissom from Star Trek 3. You remember the Grissom? No neck. Starship with no neck.
Let me look at.
What?
Let me see.
Hold on, wasn't that the Oberth class?
Yes.
Yeah, I hate the Oberth class. It makes no sense.
Exactly.
I mean, you got two fucking sections of the ship
What
that
the
are
fu-
that you cannot get to.
And there's another escalation in Star Trek 3.
I'm going to hold on. I'm gonna put it on screen for those who don't know what the fuck we're talking about. This is the Oberth class. It looks fucking hideous. Again, military. If you think militarily, you know where to attack, which structures to attack.
Yeah, there's
no. You shoot anywhere on the ship you can.
There's another thing
that's just ship to ship battle. You try to sink the other ship.
There's another thing I take issue with in Star Trek. Klingons are honor bound, right? That's their whole culture. Yeah, fight fairly and all that shit. They wouldn't have shields. I mean, you remember the Klingons from the original series? They really would not have shields. They wanted you to know they were there, right? The Federation, non-interference. They would have, sorry, not shields, cloaks. My mistake. Tyr's fault.
Gee, wow, thank you.
Let me continue.
Hold on. I'm just on screen right now. Is the Oberth class. It is a god ugly ship.
Well, not just I can handle it being an ugly ship. That's perfectly fine because it's not a ship of the line. It's a science vessel, and I can handle it on that level. But its design doesn't make sense.
No,
it looks like a slipper with a manufacturing error. What the hell?
Slipper with a manufacturing.
Yeah, and how do you get from the from the main hull into the engineering hull?
Yeah, you'd have
without
to crawl
using
through
a fucking transporter. Eh?
Yeah, you have to use either a transporter or crawl through a Jeffries tube. It's stupid.
Or the lower a ladder.
Space ladder.
Hold your breath.
Like I was saying about cloaks. Klingons shouldn't have cloaks. Klingons are about honor, right? Glory in battle, being seen.
Let's.
You can't gain glory if people don't see you, right?
I'm going to pick it up with TFI.
Hold on, especially the original series Klingons, right? Then you get the Federation.
Ship cloaks, not like the cloak a person wears.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you get the Federation.
I think Klingons created that actually.
They shouldn't. Yeah, cloaks that you wear. But there shouldn't be ship cloaks. Then you get the Federation. The Federation, non-interference, don't want the people to... They should be using cloaks all the fucking time.
Yep.
And this Treaty of Algernon, No fucking government would sign that apart from Keir Starmer.
Right. Now look, another this is a behind the scenes bit with Star Trek 3, but another escalation of the fuck it, it's fine philosophy that stemmed from the design of the Reliant and polluted the design of the Oberth is the fact that we had a Klingon bird of prey.
Yeah, that's because originally they wanted to use the Romulans, and
Yes.
I don't know why they didn't.
That studio head, what's a Romulan? It's Star Trek. They fight Klingons. That's why, essentially.
I mean,
Probably.
But if you're gonna change it to the Klingons, then don't call it a fucking bird of prey. Don't let it have a cloaking device, unless you specify somewhere that this group of Klingons stole a Romulan bird of prey along with its cloaking device. Then that makes sense. But no, they didn't go there. Just Klingon bird of prey, as if it's the most natural thing in the world. Fuck you.
I mean, honestly, the cloaking device shouldn't exist in this universe.
Why not?
All right, the concept of we're going to polarize ourselves to basically be invisible frequency. That kind of makes no sense. There are other ways to perceive your ship. The cloak, you're not like I'm looking at your ass.
That's why the cloak also
bends light.
Bends light around the ship.
It basically bends electromagnetic radiation around the ship, so you can't perceive it.
Right.
Directly.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's not just invisibility. It also masks from sensors and whatnot.
Right.
It's it's like a broad spectrum.
Full spectrum invisibility.
Okay, let me explain it. If I'm still moving through space, you can see my ion wake. You can see my warp core phase shifting.
Hold on now. Even in the original series, they encountered ships which could mask their ion wake.
Yep.
But you still see the effect of the ship itself isn't impervious. You still see the effects of me on space.
They've never been described as impervious under cloak. In fact, the technology has been shown to evolve. Because in the original series, Kirk tricked the Romulan commander under cloak, or who was under cloak, to fly through a tail of a comet.
All right,
yeah.
They were able to discern the position that way.
Okay.
And then later on, when hold on a minute, there. The second time we encountered the Romulans in the Shields, the Romulan commander that Kirk had captured said that one day they would find a way to pierce the cloak.
Yep.
Again, there's an episode in the Next Generation where Geordi's in command and he flies into the atmosphere of a planet. It instantly destroys the cloak. Not necessarily destroys the cloak, but you see the effects of flying into the atmosphere on the ship.
Yeah.
You should still see the effects of space around the ship. Like you can't.
Nobody's arguing that.
So the cloak makes no fucking sense.
That's why you have the ripple effect.
Yeah.
Watch Star Trek 3 again. They can see the visual distortion where the cloak is in effect around the
Star
bird
Trek
of
5. Yeah, the undiscovered country.
That was 6.
Yeah, that was 6.
But
my mistake. Your fault.
My point being.
Well, the thing's got to have a tailpipe.
Exactly.
Wait, my point being is that I can see the effects of space around the ship. Like, I don't need to see the ship itself to know that there's a ship out there, because why is space moving in a certain way around something, but there's nothing there? Yeah, there is, because it's moving around something. Particles are moving around something.
Tyr, are you in science fiction terms confusing cover with concealment?
I'm not confusing cover with concealment.
Just checking, because for every bit of concealment you can use, there's a workaround. There's always going to be a workaround. That doesn't mean you don't use concealment.
I mean, yeah, camouflage is a real world version of the cloak, and that's been updated every few years.
In fact, those who have used camouflage understand something about camouflage. Always trust your camouflage.
Yeah.
But
furthermore, when you are using camouflage, don't move, because movement attracts attention.
All right, so put to you like this: when I'm looking at something and it's camouflage, I'm only can see it in two spectrums. Like I can only see what my eyes can see. Like I can't see it. That's why camouflage is so effective, because you're using the human eye. However,
unless you're colorblind.
Wait a minute. However, a machine doesn't have that visual limitation. It can scan. If I scan something with my scanners, it should pick up the effects of space. All right,
no. Modern camouflage and modern scanning visual scanning equipment.
I'm not talking about our scanning, modern scanning. I'm talking about starships.
Yes, and here in this, hold on, because considering the fact I've actually had a little bit of experience with this for what my job was, there would also be equipment that would go through to replicate how it was supposed to be, to basically jam without actually showing a jam. It's to make it look like it won't even be there, even if, so it wouldn't be able to perceive it. You're forgetting that technology would evolve as well too.
Look at forward-looking infrared technology. You can put barriers between you and the FLIR system that will conceal you from the FLIR system. And coincidentally, you could also adapt that barrier between you and the FLIR system to have a visual light camouflage as well.
Okay, let me say this one. I know that this stuff exists. I know that there is a... Oh, we're fighting an enemy that tends to hide itself. How do I perceive it? Okay, remember when Data flooded the area with theta radiation and just looked for where the fucking data radiation was? It was odd. Like, why is the radiation doing a certain thing?
Yeah, but you have to flood the area first, and you don't just flood areas with radiation, particles, or whatever you're going to use, whatever medium you're going to use. You don't just keep flooding things around you all the time.
Well, no, not all the time, but
in the hopes of picking up a wake.
But I'm fighting an enemy that tends to do that.
Yeah, and if it's Romulans, one of the easiest ways, especially in the next generation, where they decided that they use artificial singularities, which I still don't know how they provide power, but let's go with it. They can detect cloaked Romulan ships because of their gravity wake. It's not easy, but they can do it.
Yep.
Again,
or the tacky net.
Well, plus,
tacky net.
Even cloaked vessels emit some sort of a signature, either energy or matter in the form of gas or whatever. The trick is knowing what to look for in order to look for it.
And every starship captain should have the knowledge. Like we've been fighting.
They do.
Yeah. So
you can't look for something you don't know to look for, Tyr. Again, it's not like the Romulans invented the cloaking device and then sent out a memo to everyone. Here's how you find us. That shit has to be worked out over time. And while we're working out how to find the signs that the cloak ship is in the area, the Romulans are refining that cloaking device to hide even more information from us.
Yeah, and most of the time you're not going to even think that there's going to be a cloak ship out there.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, you're putting around in Federation space. You don't know there's a Romulan fucking tail, and you're taking photographs of your ship and hacking into your personal files.
I know
you don't
that.
know they're there until they make themselves known. That's it. It's that first.
Yeah, or somebody's spots an oddity in the sensor. Yeah, in the background sensor readings.
Right. It's until those things happen, you just don't know they're there yet.
It's
But
the
once
same
you
as
do know
being.
that there's something going on. That's when your ears prick up and you start digging into shit, and you
Yeah,
find
it's like being tailed by a master stealth artist. Yeah, you don't know he's there half the time because you don't know to look for him. That's how he gets a drop on you. It's not because you suddenly forgot how to look for things. It's because he knows how to keep himself concealed.
In a universe where we've encountered this shit before, we know that two groups that kind of don't like us at the current moment in time tend to use these techniques and tactics. We should always be like, maybe I should.
We've got that in this universe, only not with the cloaking devices, but with camouflage and stealth. And we
Have
still
you not
get
seen
caught out.
what happened to fucking Venezuela recently?
Oh, fuck Venezuela.
I mean, hell, when I go out, okay, I know camouflage exists. I know that the human eye is attracted by movement, so I know what to look for if I'm dealing with someone wearing camouflage. But when I go out into my backyard in the middle of the wilderness to take a piss, I'm out there to take a piss. I'm not out there to scan every inch of everywhere around me to find someone wearing camouflage.
But you're not at war with a group of people who are infamously doing something.
Tyr could go into that as well. If we're looking at, okay, they're in their area, they're not going to be flooding it with radiation or something that's going to potentially, let them see the other person, because that can still have detrimental effects to the area around them. They do that only when they know or when they have a thought process of that. They're not going to constantly do it. That's where the problem lies.
Yeah, basically, until the Romulans tap us on the shoulder, either through incompetence or arrogance.
The way you keep looking at it here is the whole fact of like, well, we know we're plausibly at war, or we know that these people do these things, so we should just be constantly flooding the outside around us to make sure we can do it.
Not what
it might not be what you're trying to say, but it's what's being implied.
What it sounds like.
Yes, what it sounds like. Thank you. Sorry.
We know that this group of people who particularly don't like us tend to use these tactics. So we should honestly be like, all right, so why are there a constant group of theta radiation? That's odd.
And if it's something like that, then they would do the thing like you were saying to
go
flush
through the
them out.
Go through the checklist and see what the hell it is. Okay, it's nothing.
You don't go through the checklist until there's a reason to go through the checklist. That's what we're saying.
All right.
Basically, it's another one of those things we're all in agreement, but we just keep wording around it wrong.
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah, plus there's another thing to consider, Tyr. This is a fucking fictional universe. Things can happen in this universe that can't happen in the real world.
Well, yeah, but you still have to maintain verisimilitude, and you have to. You have to. Hold tight to women.
Yeah, it still has to make sense to some degree in that show's universe.
Yeah, exactly. which cloaking devices do.
Yeah, I mean, a paranoid captain would do. Okay, if I have bad experience with a fucking group of Romulans, I'm going to always be fucking like, I hate the Romulans, so I'm always be checking to see if it's them.
Yeah, you just go home to Earth and live in your apartment for the rest of your life.
Not only that, think about this for a second. You keep on running that tactic of using radiation to try to flush out a cloaked Romulan. Eventually, the Romulans are going to get the idea, hey, let's adapt our cloaking devices so that it doesn't short circuit when it gets hit with radiation.
Yeah, that's what you call an arms race.
Yeah.
And with your mentality, Tyr, why aren't you checking your crew, forcing your crew to have blood tests every few hours just to make sure that they haven't been replaced by founders?
I'll
changelings.
Once a week.
Once a week's not enough.
Yeah, it's enough. Constant phaser scans. I monitor Ensign Bork. He's been acting
Concentrated scans.
I monitor Ensign Bork. Ensign Bork's been really shady the last couple of weeks.
That's because he's been having it away with your wife.
Kind of weird because she's dead, but all right.
Hey, I'm not here to judge, Tyr.
That's creepy.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. If you're undead and your wife is dead and you have relations still necrophilia?
He's not undead. He's only mostly dead.
Let's move on from that one, Stephanie Meyer.
I'm kind of sort of not really dead. I'm only a quarter dead.
That's what undead is.
Yeah. The living dead. Apart from the living bit.
Living dead girl.
Get me out of red alert so I can switch weapons already. Fuck.
I've remodulated. What the hell are you going on about?
There we go.
Again, we're filleting the Borg.
You're filleting what?
What?
The game filletes the Borg.
He literally just, I thought he literally just said he's filleting something.
I said again,
What are you
we're
filleting?
filleting. I said again, we're filleting the Borg because the game loves the Borg.
It kind of sounded like you were saying you were filleting the Borg, which brings up even more questions about relations with the undead.
They're not dead. Well, the Borg aren't necessarily dead.
Let's face it. Oh, yeah, that's exactly why the Borg were created, because yeah, the 80s, zombies are hugely popular.
But they're not zombies.
They're space zombies.
Space zombies.
But they're okay. All right. For the world that they're in, yes, they are space zombies, but they're technically still alive.
They're basically the Necron from War. They're basically the Necron from Warhammer 40,000.
Not necessarily.
No, that dickhead's decided to show us how good he is by flashing his flashy things. If you noticed.
Yeah. The Necron can't necessarily
the only time I played 40k, I had Necrons. They're great. You can kill the other guys. You can kill the other guy's troops, and you end up with more troops.
Yes.
And other players hate it when you go out and you field a Necron team.
But my point is that the Borg aren't dead; they're alive. They're just
but they're still
mixture technology and flesh.
They're stand-ins for the zombie meme. Let's face it.
Yeah, they are standing. Don't get me wrong; they are standing for the zombie meme.
Yeah, and real-world zombies aren't dead; they're alive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, if you say you can't necessarily quote unquote save a zombie, a Borg you can save.
Real-world zombies, yes, you can save them. You just get them away from the person who's constantly keeping them drugged up. I would get pissed off with that crap.
What the fuck? No,
keeps
the
hitting
guy
his
keeps.
pop-up.
Keeps
Yeah, I think he's trying to hit one thing and hitting another.
Maybe. Gotta remodulate.
Yeah, every 2 minutes. They're over eager with the remodulation on these games.
You just have to have the right weapon and the right traits equipped.
That's it. All right, so you why not have again? You already have machine species. Why not have more machine species?
Like see, you know what I've always wanted to see? What? And I thought this would have been a great story arc in Star Trek with the Romulans. Because if you remember, the Romulans didn't show up or they sort of disappeared after TOS and didn't show up again until the end of season 1 of TNG.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
Well,
so, and in that episode of TNG, the Romulan commander had said to Picard, other things have had our attention, but now we're back.
Yeah. Oh, you know what it was.
Yeah. Now, see, what I think would have been an interesting to tie in with the scooped up whatchamacallits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm at the wrong one.
I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I hate this one.
Jesus Christ.
God damn it. Every time I use that fucking transporter, it fucking changes my camera angle and gets it stuck on far.
Oh, fuck.
Activate symbol B.
Oh, this is a fascinating topic.
What?
But, what would have been interesting is if on the far side of Romulan space from the Federation, we have we have another civilization that's very much like the Federation. That's what the Romulans have been focusing on. They've had something to deal with on the far side of the opposite side of their space from the neutral zone.
Okay.
And it's very much like it's a culture very much like the Federation that they're dealing with, but at the same time, there's another weird element about them. They're all cybernetically enhanced, but they're not quite Borgified.
That sounds like the Binars.
Well, it would be like the Binars, but less with the bullshit. Less because, they would. The enhancements wouldn't be a network like the Borg are. They would still be individuals, and the enhancements would be to their their vision, their hearing, yada yada yada, thought processing, memory recall, that kind of stuff.
All right.
And
It
that
keeps
was
locking
then.
my camera angle.
Yeah, it's doing that to me too. Is anybody?
I can't see to do it.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to go there so I can go to the power nodes. But it keeps locking my camera angle.
I'm not getting that trouble.
And I can't turn.
Okay, so you were disabling the shields, and now you've come back. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay, so no one's disabling the damn
There
shields.
it is.
Now all I can think of is the Lego movie for the disable the shields. You're undermining my authority. Which part would you like me to underline?
There we are.
Find Alpha 1. That's the one I'm going to keep hitting.
All right.
Because we got this guy over here who's just not doing any goddamn thing.
That would be me.
Not you. This Black Templars guy. Q
Is that the guy who keeps firing off his bloody girls just want to have fun crap?
I think I'm at Alpha 1. I think I'm at Alpha 2.
No, go to Alpha 1. That's the one I'm going to keep hitting.
I'm supposed to be up the stairs, aren't I?
It looks like this guy's quitting or something.
Sorry, I'm not talking very much. I'm going to focus on being
all right.
Weapons and shit.
Power node Alpha 1.
I'm just trying to breathe right now.
I feel
Had
that.
a few weeks off the gym, so friggin'.
Oh.
Right when you are, bitch.
I was sick the last couple of weeks, so.
Alpha 1's down.
Beta 1.
Okay.
Beta 1.
I'm following the Klingon type person.
Beta. Sorry, it had to be done.
All right.
Oh,
I did that as well. I just did it quieter, apparently. So while you guys are doing that whole thing, did you guys notice Tim Walz dropped out of his race for his third re-election?
Yep.
Yep.
Alpha 2.
I mean, great.
Alpha.
It is great as long as people actually go through and take part in the election process to try to get someone better. Because, yeah, the more conservative side having control of the federal government is cool, but they only control federal law, not the fucking state laws.
Not the state.
Yeah.
Out 2. Can use some backup at Alpha 2.
This do you?
Go ahead, hit it.
Working on it. You know, it pops up in its own time.
Oh, okay.
And I got to fend off Bullseye on here too.
Alpha 2's down.
Beta 2.
Beta. Beta.
Oh, fuck snakes. There we go.
We're at the wrong one, I
The whole
think.
28 Days Later franchise is just 28 franchise for 28 days and months and years or whatever. It's just fucking retarded, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So what's the next one going to be? 28 centuries later?
Well, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
They've got the 28 years
silly
later. Now
concept,
apparently
isn't
they've
it?
also got 28 years later the Bone Temple or some shit. And it's just like, for the rage virus, with how they would go to do everything, unless they're actually eating, they would have died out due to lack of nutrition and starvation.
Yeah, which is what happened with them in 28 Days Later.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
do any of
in all-
you
in all
watch?
re-
Do any of you watch Roanoke Gaming on YouTube?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You ever heard him on about the rage virus?
Yes, that's what I was about to bring up. The whole fact that 28 days later makes no sense, because for a virus to go through and infect a person that fast, it would burn out their body in minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Plus,
Oh God.
it's. Oh.
I mean, granted, the one thing that the movie definitely did get right was that opening of how, you know, freaking activists will break into an installation to try to release animals, not knowing what diseases
Got
or
it.
whatnot they could have, and could be attacked by. To have a rage-filled monkey attack one of them, I was like, yeah, that is the most realistic part of this movie.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's funny, but do you know what the thing I hate
damn it,
about
that's
those
so
movies
fucking
is?
Poorly timed.
What's that?
It's they keep calling them zombie films. They're not zombie films.
Nope.
They're infected films.
Yeah.
So that's where, like, I also have my issues with the Return of the Living Dead series, because it and even some of what Resident Evil did for their live action movies, to where, like, they're reanimating skeletons that have no bones and organs. Like,
yeah.
In what was it, Return of the Living Dead, where they have the skeleton come out, but it still has eyes. It's like those would have gone first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Return of the Living Dead was a parody, so.
Yeah. Well, it was from the other guy who was the other half of the Night of the Living Dead franchise, or the first movie.
Tom Savini?
Yep.
No.
No,
the guy who worked with Romero on
Tom
on
Savini
Night
did.
of the Living Dead.
Did somebody say Bill Murray?
No.
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 No?
I thought somebody said Bill Murray for a second.
You're hearing things.
Must
No, we
be.
didn't say Bill Murray. We say Hey Blinken.
Abe Lincoln.
No, I
Abe
said Hey
Lincoln.
Blinken.
Your black skin is showing.
Why not? It worked in Blazing
It
Saddles.
was learned to blade the saddles. Hold up. I'm running out of
Because like
I'm running out of air.
yeah, that's the whole thing for when it comes to zombie movies. Because there's the people that want the zombies to be faster and like more fearful, but they don't understand what the Romero zombies are supposed to represent.
In fact, Romero didn't even call them zombies; he called them ghouls.
Yep.
Yeah, he honestly didn't call. Yeah, he said those things.
The only ones that always piss me off the most is the movies to where they have like I said, they have zombie movies and games in their
Yep.
in their universe,
You can
and they
stuff them
still
in.
make the stupidest fucking
Yep.
decisions. But granted, like Matt said earlier, for a zombie, it technically would still be alive unless you involve magic.
Yeah.
Not just drugs,
Yeah.
like actual magic.
Like, I think the most realistic one I've seen is, not seen, read. I Am Legend, the novel.
Yeah, the mutation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where the dead. No, the
I
the
thought it was
vampires.
Omega Man. It was called.
I said read.
Yeah, that's what I thought the novel was called.
No, the novel was called I Am Legend.
Oh.
Because it's not a
this.
virus, it's a bacteria.
Agreement
And,
up. Fuck this.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I guess we're waiting 30 minutes.
Yep. But the bacteria, yeah, it puts you in the ground, right? But then 3 nights later, you get up because the bacteria is now symbiotic with you. It survives on blood. So it turns you into a vampire. Sunlight will cause the bacteria to sporate because the actual bacteria can't take sunlight, and the human body is not a protection to the UV rays. So it sporates, which causes the host body to turn to dust. Too much. Too much.
Leave the team.
Too much
so I
blood.
can reteam you.
Yeah. Too much blood loss.
You don't know what to do when we're. Hang on.
Too much blood loss causes the host to die as well, which is why steaks work.
So you would think in a way that for a bacteria like that, after all of the years, it would have slowly, like what it would do in all reality is it would slowly evolve to where it wouldn't do that to the body near as often, so it could live off the body still. And that whole thing that the person would be normal, so it would continuously create blood.
Yeah, that's what would probably happen in the real world.
Yes.
I think that.
In fact, that's what happens. Pretty much what happens with the mutants in the end of the film, because they're like living in the night. Neville had actually been killing some of them during the day when they're in this, the daytime coma. So he becomes the legend of their horror. Yeah, the basis of what will be.
He becomes their boogeyman.
Yeah.
I think the only movie to ever get that right is the old Vincent Price one.
The Last Man on Earth.
Yeah,
that's the one
that
that heavily inspired Romero for his zombies. But those vampires in the Vincent Price one, they were creepy as fuck.
Yeah. Omega Man was not. It was supposed to be I Am Legend, but it's not I Am Legend.
Because they didn't think people would buy the idea of vampires.
and I Am Legend, the one with Will Smith, isn't I Am Legend.
No, it isn't. That's the thing. What movie makers, because it's the producers who hold the purse strings, right? It's one thing they don't understand about cinema audiences. Yeah, we'll buy anything just so long as it's done well.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Will Smith's I Am Legend is I Am Trendy.
Yeah. Because it doesn't. All right. The whole
I am Will
point,
Smith.
I am Will Smith. Yeah. The ending
I am
is
marketable.
this big ass battle, and he goes out in a blaze of glory, but he never recognizes that he is the monster.
Yeah, but what I like in that film is when he yells at that
Mannequin.
dog dog. Yeah, get my dog's mouth out. Get my dog's neck out of your mouth.
Oy.
Yeah, but again, it's the whole premise of I Am Legend is him realizing, no, I'm the monster. I'm their boogeyman. Cause I'm the last human.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's one of the few times the whole thing of like the humans are the monsters work instead of the whole. Well, didn't you know the humans are the monsters all along?
Well,
I don't think they realise this, but that entire apocalypse was caused by a fucking woman.
Yeah. Well, at least in
I don't think they actually realised that either when they put the film out.
But again, he never has that realization that holy shit, I'm the evil creature. Never once in that movie.
Apart from in the deleted ending.
Well, no, not even in the deleted ending. It's not that he has the revelation that he's the monster, but he realizes, holy shit, if I just give her back, that's all he fucking wants. Like when he yells at him, and he realizes, holy shit, I just need to fucking leave.
And there's another one. People keep going on about George Romero's Dead Universe or the Walking Dead universe as well. And that wouldn't happen. Yeah, it wouldn't destroy. It's a place where either in Romero where nobody knows what's causing it. Anybody who dies is going to get up and kill. And the people they kill are going to get up and kill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're killed properly.
Unless they've got something, unless the brain is damaged, right? But that's traffic accidents. That's everywhere, right? That's people dying in the homes. That kind of zombie apocalypse would take a civilization down, and it would do it quickly.
Yeah.
The ones that get me is like the remake of Dawn of the Dead with the fast-running zombies. It's a bite only. It's a bite only one, right? The only way to turn is be bitten. The military would put that down quickly. They would nuke a city if they had to, because that would stop it.
But
that's the whole premise of like Resident Evil for the first movie and the games and a couple games.
But you know what gets me about that entire series? You would think you would have bite-resistant clothing. You would wear leather.
Oh yes,
shit.
There is always that whole thing gets brought into that, and it's always the whole thing of you just don't know. It's kind of like the people of like, why would they, what is it? It's like hide the fact that they got bitten.
I fucking hate when.
But the bigger response to that is until someone's actually been in that situation and like the life or death thing of it, they don't know how they're actually going to react. But if they don't put people that way, the movie's not going to be near as entertaining.
I had an argument with a guy on Twitter, not Twitter, on YouTube, about Cooper in the original Night of the Living Dead. Because the guy who was going on about the stupid actions in zombie films, and he's on about Cooper who knew his daughter was infected, and I said he didn't, and this guy, yeah, he did, because he knew she was bitten, and I said, yeah, he knew she was bitten, he knew she was sick, but he didn't know that she was going to turn into a fucking walker.
I mean,
he didn't
because
know
they
that.
didn't know that in that part of it.
No.
Well, isn't that the beginning? Wasn't that like the very beginning of the event? So they wouldn't have the knowledge of that a bite will turn you. Even if it wasn't it would be widely known. It would have to be observed.
And it was never mentioned on the news broadcasts that they heard.
Like
the only thing that was mentioned was how to take care of them.
Or that the dead are walking and you need to stay indoors and you know how to take care of them.
There's one thing I would do if I was going to do fictional zombie plague, just to shut up the people who keep saying that. I just keep it out the way because they'll rot. Whatever. Let's say it's a biological agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, I know. It's not The Last of Us. but I am going to. It's a particular strain of fungus, right?
Yeah.
It becomes symbiotic with the human body, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it actively destroys all the decomposers which attack the body and break it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also, it's dead flesh walking. No animal's going to go anywhere near it, so you're not going to get dogs and stuff tearing them apart. Because dogs are going to stay clear of them. Bears are going to stay clear of them. Yeah, that's how I'd do it. So these zombies don't rot. Yes, they will freeze in winter because they're not generating any heat.
You think so, right?
Yes, they'll be generating heat, but not enough to avoid them from rotting.
I mean, again,
avoid them from freezing, I should say.
I mean, the cordyceps virus from not Walking Dead.
The Last of Us.
Technically, they should still be alive. The actual cordyceps.
They are.
Yeah, the actual cordyceps parasite or fungus that parasites, they leave their host alive so they can go up higher. Like it rewires their brains, so they climb up higher and they just stay there, and the fungus feeds off of them.
What I've heard
same
about
thing for like the girl with all the gifts.
Yeah, what I've heard for The Last of Us is the cordyceps doesn't rewire the brain as in the part that thinks. It takes control of it. So you're still in there. You still see well, you can still see. You see exactly what your body's doing, but you can't do anything about it.
So it hijacks you.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
Yeah, that's one of the zombie movies I want to find. I can't remember what it's called. But it's actually in the aftermath of the zombie apocalypse, where they did find a cure. So there's people who were zombies and people who weren't zombies, and those who were zombies still have the memories of everything that happened because
warm bodies?
They were basically along for the ride. All right, no, not warm bodies.
In the flesh?
Like they have it might be in the flesh. I'll have to look it up when I get home. But like no, it's quite literally.
BBC show called In the Flesh.
Have you seen there's a short video of a zombie outbreak concept. There's a zombie apocalypse where everyone's turned into a zombie, but the lady who's kept cornered by a zombie, she grabs the zombie's arm and bites him, and all of a sudden it's normal, and she
have you ever played
that concept came out as in the comic?
Have you ever played a game called All Flesh Must Be Eaten?
I've heard of it.
No.
Used to run it.
I saw the porn parody.
It's
Like, there's this. I was running a game of it, and they had to get. They started off as orderlies working in a retirement home, right?
Oh God.
Yeah. Well, that's when that's when it started, because it was like a Romero type. Yeah, you die, you're getting up. If you get bitten, you're gonna turn, right? And they're making their way through fucking home. All the fucking residents have gone. Most of the staff have as well. They're armed with broom shanks, whatever they can pick up, right? And one of the players, this old woman lunges out of a cubicle, grabs him and bites down on his arm, and he fuck, and you feel her jaws clamp on your arm. You feel the cold, wet stickiness of her gums. They still killed him because they thought he's been bitten.
I just find it funny that there's a theory. There's like a idea theory out there that's like reverse zombie. The lady
work.
and the zombie turns into a human again. How did you know that would work? And he's like, I didn't. I just panicked.
Yeah, like I said, that one started as a comic.
Yeah, there was one in one of the books that came with the main book I got for All Flesh Must Be Eaten as short stories. And one of them is this scientist, right? Who's infected, right? Because he was a team trying to, and he's slowly turning, and he wakes up one day and he's perfectly fine. Yeah, the last serum he used must have worked. Then he realizes he can't feel his heart beating, and he's not breathing. And he realizes he's infected, but he can still think clearly, right? And then he realizes what's happening. His brain is slowly dying through oxygen starvation, or his forebrain. So when the army finally get into the base, his brain's gone. He's just a mindless zombie. Horrible way to go.
That's funny.
Could be worse. He could live in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's true.
Either Minnesota or fucking Michigan.
Yeah.
Lord Jeebus.
God,
Michigan is close to Dearborn.
Fucking third world country.
Yes, it is.
Not in all of it, thankfully, because that's where I'm at.
Actually, another good.
I feel bad for you.
Good. It's an infected one. It's not a zombie one. Was that episode of Sliders?
I can't remember that. I can't remember all this stuff.
It was an apocalypse caused by fat reduction fucking medicine. Seriously, it had an effect. It basically emaciated people to the point where all they wanted was to eat fat, because this bioengineered drug was draining their fat.
So I know there was the TV show that did the thing to where as soon as a person turned a certain age, they turned into a zombie. And then there's the reverse of that.
I know that.
There's a reverse of that, and it's COO. It's cooties.
Cooties. Yeah, it's when the kids
I
turn.
remember that one.
Yeah,
where
below the age of puberty.
Yeah, where what we actually call that getting your first smartphone.
Yeah.
That came out in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually, I think it's supposed to be a comedy parody movie. It was supposed to be like zombie strippers. It came out around that same time.
Have you ever seen Dogtown? It's a comedy, but it's this town that's infected by this this biological weapon that's escaped the lab. Only affects women, female zombies. Danny dies in it, and there's this part where he's being trapped by this fat fucking female zombie who's forcing him to go down on her.
God.
I was gonna say, I know Roanoke went over one of those in Roanoke Gaming. The whole thing of the zombie apocalypse, where it was not zombie apocalypse, but where it was a biological weapon done by the military, and it only affected women.
Yep, might be that one. I like Roanoke Gaming, but it's when he's presented with stuff that's actually told to be supernatural, and he's saying it can't work because for that to work you'd have to have magic and supernatural stuff.
Yeah.
And it's already clearly stated it's supernatural.
Yeah, well, a lot of times what he does in that one, he's like, it's that whole thing of, if it's supernatural, I have nothing to do on this one, so I'm going to look at it from the biological sense just to have something to do.
I mean, you watch his...
Kind of like how when he did his Gremlins episode, he was like, oh, there's actually already a backstory on that, so I'm going to talk about Gremlins.
I haven't seen that one, but when you watch his stuff, you do pick up some education.
Oh yeah. There is the one thing I don't fully agree with him on. It's partially agree, and it's basically his stance on pornography.
Which is?
His stance is basically don't even watch it at all. Because there is actual effects it does have on the brain, but it's the whole thing of like, for a lot of that, it's also because the most recent one he did where the kid had he tried to reenact the porn with the girl he was with and it didn't work out. It's like, yeah, that's because his parents didn't teach him the difference between fucking reality and fantasy.
Right?
That's the whole thing. There is a bad part of that can happen with pornography with the overuse of it, but that typically goes into excessive masturbation as well.
No, that I'm going to take issue with the argument that pornography has an effect on the brain. Show me something that fucking doesn't.
Oh, yes, I
That's a
completely agree with
stupid
you on
argument.
that one.
Everything has an effect on the brain.
Suspended animation.
Yes, has an effect on the brain. It suspends
No.
its animation.
Yeah, therefore it's... Yeah, fair enough. Fuck you. Oh, hold on. Never existing.
Has an effect on the brain because you never. existed.
No, it doesn't, because there's no brain there to affect.
You know, he's right. How can non-existence have an effect on the brain if the brain isn't there?
Doesn't exist,
It
exactly.
doesn't fit the parameters of the argument, does it?
That's the joke.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Of course you don't care.
Typically, the whole thing that's brought up with it is mainly on younger kids because it can slightly hamper their development because
Yeah,
the
so
thing
do
they
I
don't
tell
go
parents
into.
when we don't
Hold,
see
hold on,
anyone
the thing
try
they
to
don't go
bring
into
that.
about it is the fact because of watching that with pornography usually means a person is also excessively masturbating and burning out their own dopamine.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I
That's
understand
where
that.
the problem is.
Yeah.
You know what else fucks up
Also,
kids?
too ubiquitous.
Bad parents.
Yeah.
What was that?
I was also gonna add the fact that porn nowadays has also become very ubiquitous, especially with like teenagers, like especially female teenagers. They start getting into porn once they turn 18.
Yes, because it's an easy way to make money.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's become a lot worse since OnlyFans.
Well,
I've never been
Because
much
it's so much
bothered about.
easier, it's so much more
I
accessible.
don't know.
That's the nature of technology.
Yeah,
I've never been much bothered by porn.
That's a
Yeah,
problem.
one way or another.
What happens when the distribution?
Well, it's like look at
system
another thing that has an effect on every person.
Hold
So,
on. Mitch
sorry.
was trying to say something. Go ahead, Mitch.
My bad, Mitch.
OnlyFans and things of that nature. That's an extremely good example of what happens when the distribution networks become decentralized and are
Yeah.
essentially in the hands of the people.
Cottage industry.
Yeah.
Hollywood should take a fucking lesson from that. No, let me rephrase that. Not Hollywood. Filmmakers. Honest to God, filmmakers should start taking advantage of that.
That's
Stop trying to court these fucking Hollywood assholes who only know how to do three things.
And I'm going to take that as a
Exactly.
jump-off point. You know, there is an increasing pressure on the internet now, right? From not just in the UK, but in every country and in America.
Yeah.
In fact, I think there's more pressure in America on the internet than there is in the UK, but for different reasons. And I think that reason is Hollywood, because the internet is taking the bread out of the mouth of filmmakers and TV showmakers as well.
I mean, YouTube.
Yeah, the tools are relatively cheap out there to make a decent film or TV show, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's turning it all into a cottage industry.
There's nothing they can do about it, and they keep fighting it. But ultimately, there's nothing they can do about it. The model, the business model, is different now.
Yeah, it's like you want to be an author, you want to write books for a living. Hey, go ahead, you can do that. Yeah, you can sell your book, you can sell your ebooks on Amazon. Yeah, you can be writing really shitty stuff, but people will still buy them, and you will still make a living.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
As an author who is self-published, I can argue with that. Our book
Dime store novels exist for a reason.
What's that?
I said dime store novels exist for a reason. Doesn't mean they're all bad. It definitely doesn't mean they're all good either.
And that's a very good argument for putting water in the kettle, getting the tea bags out, and making myself a drink.
There you go.
You know, he's on to something. I am going to go grab some coffee. I'll be right back.
So
With
shall I.
self-publishing, Amazon is still the distributor. There's someone else you have to deal with as a distributor. It's not as in the hands of the people as
that's not true.
like YouTube and Rumble and video production is.
That's not true. All right, so there are. All right,
Oh, I'm
so
sure there are other independent.
Well, he's
places
saying
you
if
can
you're
do it.
using Amazon.
Well, no, There's a book called Worm. Worm. Worm is a web novel. It's all self-published by the creator, and it's pretty fucking good. It's all on his website. He owns everything, and if any profits, he gets them directly because it's all him.
Yes, but not everyone's going to go through the process of getting their own website and everything.
Well, yeah, but again, fuck. I can do this one. There's a web novel series I'm reading currently. Granted, he puts it out there on Patreon, so he does have to split it with Patreon. But at any point, he can find another distribution model or a distributor. He can make his own website, and there it is. He can put it up on a website and still have the money coming in from the Patreon.
Yeah, but you basically stated exactly what we were saying with Amazon.
No, Amazon
you're still having to deal with them in a way. They're still taking a bit of the pay as well.
Right. I mean, look
like
at the shit
like
Patreon
Amazon
sold
for
already.
Amazon for a lot of things isn't going to be near as like hands-on for unless it's really illegal. Usually, they're just going to kind of let it go, and if it sells, they'll take their little cut. If it doesn't sell, then it doesn't sell.
Right.
I mean, but still, you don't need to go through Amazon. There are other means around Amazon. Amazon isn't
if you're
he was using Amazon as an example.
You get your free website, and you
use Patreon.
No, because Patreon is a thief.
It's the middleman.
I haven't heard that.
And they will. Oh yeah, every time Patreon has essentially shut someone out of their account, Patreon is stealing that money.
Yeah, Patreon had. That's what happened to Sargon.
Yeah,
that's what happened to Sinatra on YouTube twice.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, there's at least with like video production, there's a ubiquity to YouTube and Rumble and the couple of other platforms. Mm-hmm. You don't have that with book style publishing. There's not that kind of ubiquity yet.
I mean,
and the thing is, YouTube won't leave you alone either. But Rumble, for example, pretty much leaves you alone.
Shit, there's still other sites you can go to publish your works. You can go to there's.
I know they exist here. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm saying they're not ubiquitous like YouTube and Rumble.
Yeah.
I mean, if I want to go pick up independent writers' books, where do I go? Off the top of your head, where do you go?
WordPress.
Exactly. You should have been able to answer as quickly as you would have answered a question regarding YouTube.
I did. I answered like one of the ones I use. WordPress.
No, it wasn't quick. No, YouTube would have come up, if I said where can you go to watch people's independently produced video production, you would have said YouTube before I finished the sentence. Mm-hmm. You had to wait for me to finish the sentence to answer the other question.
Because I needed to know what the hell the question was.
Yes, but there was a moment.
You still had to wait. The reason is there's no off the top of your head place to go to find independent publishing. The thing just
not unless that's something that you're into.
Yeah, because a lot of them will be this place does horror publishing, this place does science fiction publishing. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, where's the one fucking spot where I can find everything?
You're not going to be able to find everything, but I get it.
No, but plus, the thing is, if I'm going through a buildmyfreewebsite.com net, if I write a horror story that involves, how do you say this on Minions? Hang on. The villain commits an act of nasty with a child. before killing the child.
Or
If
cover
I
your
write
own.
that, if I write that into a horror film or a horror novel and self-publish, but I do it through like Amazon, for example. I'm not saying Amazon will do this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can do it on Reddit.
But if I do that through Amazon and Amazon decides, hey, that's a certain kind of content that's illegal, even when it's not, because it's not illegal to tell that story.
In the context of a story, yeah.
Right. Exactly. But they'll decide, oh, it's too close. We don't like it. Then they'll ban you, and there goes your profits from that source, you know, and it's fucked up. Because there's also, like with YouTube, there's no arguing with YouTube. Look at everything that's going on now. There is no arguing with YouTube.
Yeah.
They just let the AI ban people and say, oh well, it's banned.
I guess you're banned.
And of course, YouTube's going to do that because YouTube fucked up the business model, or Google fucked up the business model when they bought YouTube.
Yes.
Yes, it did.
I would say they didn't fuck it up, but like they let Susan fuck it up.
Oh yeah.
And she fucked it up by trying to court the fucking other networks as if they were.
She tried to court Dinosaur Media.
She tried to.
Well,
she tried to be friendly with networks. She tried to be, NBC except for the internet.
Yeah. Well, she tried to court them as if they were like-minded in the same business and that whole thing. Even though at that time frame, YouTube was doing better than any of them, and all of those networks had a fucking YouTube channel anyways.
Yeah, YouTube was poised to fucking replace legacy media. And they fucked it up.
Quite literally.
So what's replaced it now, essentially? Or the biggest replacement for legacy media we've got at the moment?
Content creators.
Well, no, I mean, it's X platform-wise is what I'm talking about. It's
Oh,
not
yeah,
YouTube, it's
platform,
X.
yeah.
Because everyone's going to X.
It's still Twitter.
Yeah, it's still Twitter, I know, but I'm trying to erase Twitter from history, put it that way. Hard to do with Blue Sky, whatever. Point being, X has done more to replace legacy media than YouTube ever did.
Yes.
And Elon has only been in the business for what, 3 years?
He bought it. Yeah, he bought it just before midterms. Last midterm cycle. So yeah, about 3 years.
Yeah, in 3 years, he did what Google YouTube. Because original YouTube was on its way to being something great.
Yeah. I mean, it was totally free and everything.
Wojcicki was the one who was able to bring it out of the black and was the one who got it or bought by Google.
Yeah. I mean, what a clusterfuck.
Definitely a flock of clusters.
And then the person we have running it now is just a fucking
Another
idiot.
clusterfuck.
Najib somebody.
Yeah, he seems to be like a couple other of the, to be an ass in that whole thing, Indian CEOs that basically want to go through and kick everyone else out that was there before and did that, and then just bring in Indians because that's who he wants working there.
Yeah.
And they're not doing
Golly,
anything.
that sounds familiar.
That'd be okay in one way if they were actually doing things to make it better, but they're not. They're just using it to leech off of.
Yep.
Because they think it will continue to be great and grow on its own.
I know, right?
Because they think
I've never heard of that before in my life. I
have an amazing imagination. Thank you for telling me I have such creativity.
Yeah, I'll send you the bill later. The boys. There's all this crossover stuff happening on YouTube with the AI writing. I've got the perfect one to crossover, which would give the Vought Soup's nightmares. I forget what the trilogy was called, but it's one where Batman's fighting Dracula, right? And the only way to defeat Dracula is to become a vampire.
Okay.
Yeah, and he becomes a monster. Put that Batman in the boys' universe and see what would happen.
Jesus Christ.
Are you
They're
talking
all
about Absolute Batman?
No, absolute
No.
Batman's a pile of shit.
He's talking about vampire turned Batman.
Oh, Vampire by Night.
No, not Vampire by Night.
No,
Jedi by Night.
Huh? Was it Gotham
There was
by
no
Night?
by night in it.
Vampire Batman. What's his freaking name?
Man-Bat?
Not Man.
No, not
No,
Man-Bat.
Man-Bat was a completely different character.
Are you
Hang
talking
on.
about the universe?
I'm being a smartass.
You talking about the universe where we have Mexican Superman?
It was 3 books: Red Rain, Bloodstone, and Crimson Mist.
Never heard of him.
Vampire.
It was Batman Bat.
The one that had the voice of Dexter. Hang on.
No, I'm on about comics.
You talking about Of Gods and Men?
No, I'm on about comics.
Yeah.
Because that was the guy who became Man-Bat.
Michael C. Hall was the Batman vampire.
I just said it was a comic. It wasn't a film. It wasn't animated.
Okay.
You're just doing the thing that everybody, including myself, does. Yeah, you hear one thing and that just fixates in your mind because
that's what my brain
the
knows.
answer to what it is.
yeah, like people who are big fans of the Avengers have never picked up a comic.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, and think they know everything about it.
That's why I rarely ever say I'm a big fan of something. I say I am an appreciator. A bit of an enthusiast, if you will.
What if I won't?
I am an enjoyer.
And I am an annoyer.
This is what they call being a casual.
There are some things I'm a filthy casual. There are some things.
You're definitely a filthy.
There's nothing wrong with that. I wish people would stop trying to make it a taboo.
Well, no. Nowadays, being a fucking filthy casual is terrible. Because you got too many tourists coming in the guise of aficionados.
Yeah. Well, being a casual isn't the bad one. It's being a tourist that's being terrible.
Fucking tourists.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially ones that
the tourists are the problem.
Especially the ones that try and say that they know everything about it.
Or no, the ones that come in
oh
change the
God.
hobby. The ones that come in and want to change the hobby, like Warhammer 40K and fucking female Adeptus Custodes.
Everything's got to be so super sensitive.
Or Dungeons and Dragons, and let's make the actual dungeons wheelchair accessible for reasons.
Yeah, which makes
because the way they go. Hold on. A lot of what they do, the reasons how they can get away with it is because they use what me and Angie were talking about a little before the stream yesterday, an appeal to triviality.
Yep.
It's fake. It doesn't matter. Why does it bother you? I just wanted to get that out. Sorry.
I use the exact argument because it's not in the fucking lore. Because it makes no fucking sense. Because we already have an all-female group of warriors who are fucking far more superior than the Adeptus Custodes in a bit. The Sisters of fucking Battle. We have the Adeptus Sororitas. The Ordo, the Saints, the Saint S. The Order of the Saints.
Well, while we're on about vampires, here's another one.
Bloodsucking bastard.
Buffy the Vampire didn't slay a single vampire.
Yes, she did.
Correct.
No, she didn't. She slayed demons. Vampires are not demons.
The logic of her world, vampires and demons.
They're not vampires.
The logic.
I don't care.
Yeah,
They're not vampires.
She did. Nope, she did. In the movie, she slayed vampires.
The movie and the show are 2 different worlds.
She slayed vampires there too.
No, she didn't.
If we're gonna talk about the show and talk about the movie, and you go into that one, you can't just say they're not vampires when the lore of that world states that they are. You don't get to use lore from another world to go into that whole thing.
Yep.
I still say they
Unless
weren't
you're just going to go with your own headcanon.
Again, the
Yes,
lore
you
that-
say they aren't per the lore of their universe. They are.
I'll accept that, but they're still not vampires, and I actually think Whedon ruined vampires with them, because one of the things that made vampires frightening was the fact that you could become one. You could suffer that curse, right? Joss Whedon's vampire, you get turned, you die, right? You go off to the afterlife. A demon inhabits your body and thinks it's you. That's taken the existential threat of the vampire away.
Yeah.
If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does,
Except
Tyr.
that both Angel and Spike got their souls back.
Yeah. Angel's only got his soul back when he's being miserable.
Yeah.
Spike had to earn his back.
Yep.
So did Angel.
All right, so
No, he
I have
didn't.
I have a slight answer on the whole. If it's fictional, why does it matter?
Yeah.
Really good. It's a really good question because it's because of this. The last remnant of our childhood that shaped and helped us to grow and learn about the world around.
It's not just that, it's because it's cultural. But
Yeah,
no, Angel never earned his soul back.
Yeah, he did.
No, he doesn't, because whenever he gets his jollies, he loses it.
Well, Angel too.
No, whenever Angel gets his jollies, or has a moment of pure bliss or happiness, he loses his soul. And they've got to do a complicated, bloody ritual to get it back. Because he was cursed.
You hold on. You would think having to as a man, celibacy or becoming a complete and utter monster, and he chooses celibacy.
Basically.
So you can't tell me that isn't earning my soul. Like I got it.
I know what you mean, but yeah, you're right, but you're wrong. If you know what I mean.
How can I be both?
Technically, you're wrong, but in the spirit of it, you're right.
No,
you guys have missed the perfect response to the appeal to triviality.
What's the perfect response?
The perfect response is, yeah, why does it matter?
Yeah, good point.
Because I mean, I want to change it to this, and they're like, and you're like, no, you can't change it to that. They're like, well, it's just fiction. Why does it matter? Yeah, why does it matter?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on.
Because hit them with it right back. Fuck
Wait a minute. All right. So for shit like D&D, if your group wants to have battle wheelchairs, I will accept that because that's just what your group is want to do. The whole point of D&D is that it's modular. Anybody could homebrew their world to wherever you want a fucking flying. If you want a flying airship in your fucking world, bam, it's a flying airship.
You're not wrong there, Tyr.
But it's when hold on. It's when you wait a minute. It's when you mandate it for everybody else that it becomes the issue.
Yeah.
Oh, well, because I like it. Because I like battle wheelchairs. I think battle wheelchairs should be included in everybody's world. No, your world, great, fine. You want to have battle wheelchairs, go right ahead. However, in my world, battle wheelchairs aren't a fucking thing. They will never be a thing.
Yeah, it's like I mean, the lad who was running one of the early games I played in D&D, he allowed me to have a character as a barbarian. He was also reputed to be the most dangerous fighter in his tribe. He was a foundling. His parents had found him amid the wreckage of a caravan that had been raided and raised him as their own. He was a halfling.
Here's another way to deal with the
Deadly halfling.
Sorry, Bets, go on.
No, I'm just saying, he was a halfling. He was a deadly halfling in a barbarian tribe of humans.
All right.
What you were saying,
But I think one of the better ways to deal with those wheelchair people in the role-playing gaming thing, because I don't role-play, but I figure the best way to deal with them is like, okay, Your wheelchair's stuck in the mud. Give them reasons that they have to lash an animal to it, so the animal is actually pulling them. And then, I'm like, okay, you gotta feed the animal now. Just make it as difficult on them as possible to play.
All right. So hold on. Ages ago, when I was playing D&D, I wanted to play a centaur. The DM told me there'll be times where you can't do shit because you're a fucking horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they're going to sleep in an inn, you have to go to a barn. You're a horse. Like, you can't get up the fucking steps. You know.
Stables.
Yeah, stables. You know, but because you have the body of a horse, there are times where you can't go downstairs. You know, your body just isn't shaped to go up and downstairs. And I'm not gonna change the world. I mean, there'll be times where I'll try to fix the world to accommodate you, but I'm not gonna fucking always do that. You're not going
deep throating the mic.
Oh no, your wooden wheels on your wheelchair are chipped and tattered and broken and uneven now.
Again, it's like, all right, so if you go into an inn, you gotta stay down. You gotta sleep in the common room because you can't go up the steps.
Like, you read the descriptions of any D&D world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Elves and magic are rare, right?
Yeah.
Yet you go and play in a D&D world, and there's magic shops all over the place, right?
Yep.
You throw stone into any city in what's supposed to be a human kingdom, and you're going to hit at least 10 elves. So, a mate of mine, he was running a game, and he decided, well, I've got the perfect answer to this. You want to be a magic user, you need to roll a percentage and get the number I've written down. Otherwise, you can't be a magic user. You want to be an elf, you got to do the same thing because they're rare.
But that's in your world.
Yeah, but it got rid of a problem because there's always I'm a multi-class elf fighter, paladin, magic user, necromancer, and all of this shit all rolled into one, and it just doesn't work.
But again, that's what your mate did in his world.
Yeah.
And there are worlds where elves and humans hate each other. There are worlds where elves and dwarves hate each other. And they won't.
There are worlds where elves and elves hate each other.
Yeah. You know.
Can I add something real quick on that?
Go right ahead.
So, I was trying to add to that was like, you know, because nostalgia is a thing, the last remnants of our childhoods that shaped and helped us grow and learn about the world around us, shaping our lives through characters, ideas, challenging viewpoints, and having fun, whether it's board games, tabletop games, animated films, comic books, legendary stories. Modern writers are trying to shape these characters we grew up with into the most hateful, insufferable, neo-politically charged bullshitters. Could you imagine if Sherlock Holmes was a flamboyant gay black midget and Moriarty was a gay lesbian that hated
They're
men?
listening to you.
It would be the most. I was getting there. God damn it! Do not get any ideas. I'm saying it's this insufferable
I know what you mean.
bullshit, and they're like, fictional. Why does it matter? Because of our nostalgia. It's our last bit of childhood that we have to hold on to.
Well, I take
it's also not just the nostalgia thing. It's the whole fact of like these were the premises that were set up for this world. If you want to do something different, go do something else. Like you don't need to change it. It's like whenever it comes to the localization of freaking anything foreign that's not English for the Americas. We don't need a localizer to go through and add modern slang into it to where it's going to date it in fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we want we want a 1-to-1 translation and then just make a coherent sentence. Stop trying to do cultural erasure.
Oh, here's one for you.
And cultural erasure is the big problem.
Go ahead, Bats.
Here's one for you. I mean, I know it's kind of arguing against point, like, because of what I was on about with Buffy, but you get these people, all this new Star Trek, it's ruined Star Trek. I can't, it's ruined Star Trek for me. No, it hasn't. Because you can still watch the old shit.
New Star Trek.
Yeah, you can still watch the old shit. I don't care about the new shit. It hasn't ruined Star Trek for me.
I have a counter for that one.
Dear, I've got a whole table.
I've got chairs.
It may
I have a settee.
It may not have ruined Star Trek, but it turned us off of the property. It
turned us off. It turned us off the current incarnation of the property.
Yes.
It turned away the old. It turned away the actual people who want to see more of it.
I mean, honestly, I'll go back and rewatch the original series in DS9.
Yeah.
But because of like Gates McFadden, Patrick Stewart, and what's his kid? What's that kid's fucking name?
Wesley.
No, the actor.
Will Wheaton.
Will
Wheaton.
Wheaton. Because of those assholes, I won't watch TNG anymore.
You don't listen. I'll show you.
For the most part, I don't watch Voyager because it is just that fucking bad.
I actually like Voyager.
Voyager's a precursor to Discovery.
Hold on. They're the reason why I like Voyager because I grew up watching Voyager. Voyager is one of the shows that I always watch. It is a part of my childhood. That's why I like it.
Congratulations.
And that's what I was trying to say a minute ago, was because our childhoods are being usurped and changed and torn in a way that actually affects us because we grew up with it. We grew up with these ideas. We grew up with these viewpoints and stories.
Kind of right, because this is exactly why when they take Robin Hood, I mean, it's something which has been a bone of contention with a lot of British people. Robin Hood, and you get somebody with this American accent playing Robin Hood. That's not Robin Hood.
I mean, why would you make these people would make Robin Hood a gay black guy with a freaking pair?
No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. They would make Robin Hood a gay black woman.
Made a black woman.
and they already made her a gay black woman.
It's an attack, like I said earlier. It's an attack on even the stuff what you like, He-Man and stuff like that. That's part of Western culture. It's an attack on Western culture.
Well, it's not just an attack on our Western culture. It's one of the things we've brought up before. It's because they lack the creativity to make their own things. So they want to leech onto something that already has an audience.
Yes.
They want
change it to what they
That's why
want.
remakes fucking suck.
They want a pre-built audience.
Rotten. The BBC made.
Let's talk.
Hold on.
The BBC made the Odyssey, the Iliad, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Achilles, his father,
black.
and all of his men were black.
Which makes no fucking sense.
The Greeks were pissed about that. The entire fucking country were pissed about that.
The entire country of Egypt was pissed they made Cleopatra black.
When she wasn't. She was a Macedonian Greek.
Yeah.
She was olive skinned at best.
With a bit of Persian.
Well, no, she would have been olive skinned. She probably would have been olive skinned. But the writer of the time, Plutarch, described her. Again, he would have mentioned her dark skin because that would have been something he wouldn't have seen a lot.
Exactly.
He never mentions her being dark skinned. Oh, we don't know who our grandmother was. We don't know who that doesn't fucking matter. The writers of the time her contemporaries who have written works and mentioned her would have made note of that.
That's like the lie that a white couple has a black baby, and the woman who lied and said that that's because of my ancestor was black.
Yeah, that's not how any of that fucking works.
No,
that's just funny.
Yeah, that's because of one of the girls' ancestors was black. Her dad.
Wait a minute, no. That's not how,
drank too much coffee.
But that's not how any of that fucking works. Like that.
And it's not a recessive gene. It doesn't work like that.
No, because you probably also have your kid would also probably have a craggy forehead and a missing chin.
Yeah, but again, the shit like
the baby was born with sickle cell anemia.
But shit like that doesn't fucking work.
Nope.
And then you get the worst part about, say, the Cleopatra situation is that when people tried to say, hey, that's not who she was, they for the Cleopatra incident, they made her everything. Julius Caesar, who creates the Julian the calendar. Oh no, Cleopatra helps him. No, not historically. She was nowhere fucking near him at that time.
Nope.
Yeah.
The war between Octavian and Anthony. She was at one of the famous battles that it's because of Anthony being a weak leader. She lost that battle. That's why she had to flee. No, she was nowhere near that fucking battle. She's a woman. Women weren't in battles.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially Greek women.
It's like Joan of Arc. They keep going, oh, she was at the front of all these No, she fucking wasn't.
Joan of Arc, at best, was a figurehead.
Yeah, I mean, she was a
She was more of a public speaker.
With paranoid schizophrenia. She heard voices.
And
I mean, come on.
identity disorder.
But I'm just saying, at best, she would have been at some major because Queen Victoria fought at. She didn't quote unquote fight, but she was at certain battles. She led troops in the field.
I think she was Queen Victoria. I don't think so.
It was either Victoria or Elizabeth.
You're thinking of Queen Elizabeth I.
Yes, that's who.
If we're gonna go with the Joan of Arc thing, with like the delusion of what people have, Joan of Arc would not have been a massive feminist that would have been okay with like OnlyFans and that.
No.
She was very. She would have called them whores to their face.
She would have wanted them burned at the stake, man.
Joan would have been a devout Catholic.
Yeah,
and she was.
And her morality would have been based off Catholicism because that was the religion of the time. That is what the peasantry and the monarchy all prayed to. Like she wouldn't have been Protestant because
not in France.
Not in France. Yeah, French weren't Protestants, and I don't think not at the time either because the Protestant Revolution didn't happen, or maybe I'm wrong.
I'm not sure. I think you're right.
Yeah, I don't think the Protestant Revolution happened during Joan of Arc's time.
That was I think that was after.
The funny thing is, they're going on about the English invading France at the time. That land was ours anyway, because it was it was part of what the Plantagenets had inherited off the Normans, because they were Norman. They succeeded the Norman dynasties, and that land was owned by England.
Wasn't James
because of the Normans?
Wasn't one of the kings of kings of England a French king that gave up his throne to rule the English throne? Or maybe I'm thinking the wrong way.
I think you're thinking the wrong way.
It was a English king that gave up
Duke
his...
of Normandy became king of England.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like also look at how many people get the freaking Crusades wrong.
Which ones? Because there were like 5.
Or how many Muslims that get the freaking thing of like, oh well, a bunch of these countries in Europe were predominantly Muslim countries at one point. It's like through conquest, and then they were taken back.
All right, so I wait a minute. I don't get to bring this up often, but I watched a documentary about King, the Leper King, the one Leopold.
What?
Was it Leopold?
Hold my tongue. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the one that had fucking Saladin terrified. He died. He took 300 men against an army of what 25,000.
Leonidas.
No,
you don't know about the Greek guy?
No, not the Greek guy. Because he didn't fight Saladin. I'm talking about the king of Jerusalem at the time. I want to say Leopold the First.
Baldwin the Fourth.
Yeah, Baldwin the Fourth. My bad. He's a leper. They don't think he'd live long, but he lived to be what, like, they only gave him to about 15. He lived to be like 23. maybe a little older than that. He battled Saladin. Saladin at this point was unfucking defeated. He had conquered all of the Muslim world and united it under his banner. He had this massive fucking army. Baldwin was dying. 300 men against 2,500. There was no fucking way he was winning this fight. No, it's not. I'm not thinking of Richard I. I'm talking about Baldwin IV. Baldwin IV took his army of 300 men, rode out, and they fucking defeated him. Why? Because he kept fighting and he led from the front. He could barely lift his sword. They had to strap him in his horse. Won that battle because he caught him by surprise. Fucking Saladin had to retreat. He captured all the gold that he had at the time, all the grain, and a shit ton of other things. Not once did that boy get defeated. And Saladin, who again was undefeated at the time, was shook. Mind you, they were going to do a prisoner swap. Saladin and Baldwin. Baldwin can barely fucking move. They had to carry him out, dying. Boy was dying. Carry him out. Saladin was still shook. Saladin shit, I ain't never been I ain't never been more terrified in my life. Because again, here's this dying child, essentially a child to him, because Saladin was older, more experienced, and each time they fought, he fucking got defeated.
And yet, if you hear the Muslims, they'll say that Saladin never got defeated.
Yes, but Saladin did, and that even broke, started some of the wars that Saladin had to go back home and fight because, he's not undefeatable. God's not really with Allah's not really with him. Because here's this cripple, this weakling, this dying kid, and he kicks his ass.
I think I bring this up every time we mention Muslims, but the Arabic or Muslim Golden Age is a lie.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
every piece of knowledge, science, technology that came from the Muslim Golden Age was stolen from other civilizations, and the Muslims destroyed far more knowledge and technology than they retained.
Oh yeah,
that's because just like hold on. That's because just like a lot of what you'll see as quote unquote Black history on YouTube and Twitter, you can literally just make it up.
Yeah. Well, not even that. So when hold on.
Crit went to say something.
Oh,
well, I cut him off.
Go ahead, Crit.
So Crit was going first.
Brett, you there?
What?
Didn't I cut you off, Critical, or who'd I cut off?
No, I wasn't saying. I was just agreeing.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, my bad.
All right. So what I was about to say was one of the things that the Arabs at the time, or the Muslim world at the time, would do when they conquered someone, they wiped them out, knowledge, whatever. If you didn't join them, your history was essentially destroyed.
If you joined them, your history was destroyed.
That too.
Yeah. It's the same nowadays.
Yeah, when Muslims conquered an area, they destroy the past. It's what they're doing, say, in Japan. Oh, we were always here. The Japanese have always been Muslim. No, the fuck they weren't.
The Acropolis in Greece, in Athens, is in the state it's in now because it was occupied by the Muslims.
Shit, the fucking
they wanted
state
to destroy it.
Was
They
in.
just They wanted to destroy it. They just couldn't.
The state of the Colosseum?
No, that's not because of the Muslims. Because the Muslims never had Italy.
Not the
Colosseum's like that because of earthquakes.
Constantinople.
Yeah, Constantinople. You mean Istanbul? Constantinople.
The fucking
Why did Constantinople get the works?
There's nobody
That's
business with the Turks.
This was the Turks. Not
It's
the young Turks. The Turks.
Yeah. But I'm sorry to segue into this, and we should get going soon. But I'm fucking tired of. If you're so proud of your history, why are you taking other people's history? And I say this about Black people specifically. If you're so proud of who you were, why are you inserting yourself in places you've never been?
We were
we were the original kings of England. No, the fuck we weren't.
No, you
Look at
weren't.
this. Look at this photo. Yes, it's called degradation of paint.
Look at this photograph.
Oh! Look at this statue of Buddha with this hairstyle. They're the Bantu knots. No, they're not Bantu knots. That's just how that's how the stone was carved. It's not
No,
that
that's
he had
actually
hair.
the hair. That's also the hairstyle. The hairstyles that modern blacks, and it's primarily black Americans claim as black.
Yeah,
Are
or
kind of universal.
Or my favorite, in the Code of Bushido, it said that you need black blood. And that means they were really black. That it'd be a samurai had to have black blood, African blood. No, the context is black blood or Oni blood. You needed to be a demon.
You want to hear the best one I've heard, and I heard this recently.
Go right ahead.
Knights were black originally, because that's why they were called knights, because they were black like the night.
Oh, for fuck's sake! These people do not understand. These people slept through history class. I swear to God.
And etymology.
Is that too?
Etymology, whatever.
My
Etymology is the study of insects. My mistake.
Yeah, but my point is, I'm tired. I'm proud of my history. I'm an American. I'm proud of it. Like warts and all, ugly parts and all. I'm proud of every inch of my history. All 250 years of that history, I'm proud of. And yes, I probably have some African history that I should be proud of too. But I don't fucking know it because I can't trace my lineage back far enough to whatever fucking country my ancestor may have come from. I don't
Western
fucking care.
Africa somewhere.
Probably, but I don't care. I don't need to insert myself all over the planet to feel that I'm special. I already have a fucking history. It's great.
We was kings and shit.
And what's this? Black history? I mean, or American history, or English history, or whatever. It's just fucking history. It was stuff done by human beings. It belongs to everybody. Same with culture. Yeah. Oh, that's Mexican culture. It doesn't belong to you. Yes, it fucking does. I'm a human being.
Cultural appropriation.
Since we've had the whole thing of the history and whatnot, for that one of my personal favorites for the joke is, black folks that can, claim that they have royal bloodline of all these different things, but they don't even know who their fucking parents are.
Yes, they do. The guy at the cigarette shop tells them.
Nice. I look. It's not. There's no way in fucking hell that every quote unquote black person is descended from fucking kings and queens.
No, exactly.
No, not even in the slightest.
Like,
especially not the ones that were brought over to North America.
Yeah. So at some point, you have to realize there's no fucking way you was a king, because if you was a king, your ass would have been wouldn't have come over.
Thing. Here's another thing, Tyr. I actually hear about this a lot, and I've noticed this too, that a lot of black people do this. They will try to say, "Oh, we did this or we did that." You didn't do anything.
Your ancestor did.
America, yeah, or that one I hear
black
from
person says, "Oh, we're the first black people to do this." Like, shut the.
One I hear from black Americans a lot is, America was built on slaves. Yeah, a lot of those slaves were white, and no, it wasn't.
All right,
slaves formed black or white formed a very 1% of the population.
All right,
and they were mostly in a certain part of the country. And I know you're trying to get something out here, but I'm going to finish my fucking point, so shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up.
I'll come over there and I'll fucking stare at you. No, but slaves did not build the United States.
Agreed.
No.
And, the Indians aren't the first.
It wasn't even Indians either.
Indians are not the first people in the United States, because the United States didn't exist then.
I got a question, and this one always pisses people off when I ask this. How long have I have to be here before I'm a native of the land? Like, what do you mean? My grandfather, my great grandfather was born here, and his son and his son and his son and his son, all the way down to somehow got to me. Now that's at least, we'll say, 5-6 generations. Am I not a native?
Well, in the context of what native means, no.
Yeah.
Like,
I
when you think about it, nor are the Native Americans.
I've known no other homeland. I claim no other nationality. Am I not native to this land? Like every ancestor I can remember has been born and buried here. Like at some point, my bloodline has become quote unquote native to this land. Am I not a Native American? Now
I would accept that as a viable argument. To be perfectly honest,
You're a native, but you're not
I
a
love
native as in the old tribe Native American thing. Unless you actually have ancestry into that, then you'd be part of it.
No.
Like I have Native American,
but I think that distinction needs to disappear, because at some point, yes, you have the cultural connection, but your nationality is here. You're an American.
Actually, Doc Tyr does have some native blood in him. Yeah, he popped out for a light snack earlier.
I did not. How did you know that?
I've got cameras everywhere.
Got to keep my eyes peeled. But again,
I've seen you doing that as well.
but it's distinction, like Teddy Roosevelt said, the hyphenated American. He can think of no greater threat than the hyphenated American, and Native American is a hyphenated American.
So married American women. That seems to be something that is peculiarly American, right?
What?
Over here, woman gets married to, say, Fred Blenkinsop. She becomes Mrs. Blenkinsop, right?
Yes.
There's no hyphenated name. Same in France, Germany, everywhere else around the world where you have similar marital customs, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the United States, a woman gets married to Smith, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she becomes whatever her maiden name is, Smith.
Actually, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna give you the whole the pushing up glasses that I don't have any of. Actually, it's more common in Hispanics than it is in white Americans.
Well, I think
fair enough.
This is my take on it. I think you both should create a new last name. You're a new family.
I get behind that.
I don't know if you can.
Yeah, you can.
Kind of what happened at once over.
Yeah.
Or your surname was McEwen. You were called McEwen because your father was Ewan. Your surname is son of Ewan.
True.
Yeah. But again, I think you should create a new name, because again, you are a new family. You are a new union of two people.
Yeah, that's what we're looking at.
In Irish, my last name it means warrior.
Oh, mine actually means son of grace or son of the tower.
Your name is Quimby. Got it.
Maya Quimby.
I thought your real name was was Ben Doon. You hung out with a guy called Phil McCavity.
Oh, Lord.
No, my last name is Dover. Ben Dover.
So it's not Michael Fitzpatrick, and you've got a friend called Patrick Fitzmichael.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes.
All right, we've actually gone a half an hour longer than we normally do, and
that's almost 3 hours.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Mitch had to go eat something.
God, yes.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for coming out. There's nothing I want to promote. Yeah, I do. For the February, Friday the 13th in February, Never Watch Alone will be doing something special. We will be watching Friday the 13th Part 3, continuing on without tradition.
I thought you were going to say a romantic comedy.
God fucking no.
Friday the 13th.
It is.
Hey, somebody mentioned that Warm Bodies earlier on.
I did, yes.
I actually saw that. I was looking through the streaming services, because I was bored and what's this? Oh, sounds crap. Got nothing else to watch. I'll watch it, and I actually enjoyed it.
Everything I've seen, it's not a bad movie.
Wait a minute, guys.
It's
Let
quite
me.
funny.
Can you let me finish? That way we can get out of here.
Yes, Mum.
Maybe.
Thank you all for coming out and watching. I know we're gonna half an hour longer than we normally did it, because I don't have to go to fucking work tomorrow, so I'm gonna be out. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Say goodbye to the nice people.
Goodbye to the nice people.
No.
Make me.
Hey, Zed.
Good night.
Say
nice
goodbye.
Good night, nice
Bye.
people.
Say
All right.
goodbye. Say goodbye to Hollywood.
Good
All
night,
right.
Case Schulder. I've said good night to the nice person.
All right. We're going to get out of here. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are amazing. And this is the first Means of Zoo in Space for the new year. I think it went well.
Oh, yeah.
We had a lively debate and plenty of discussion. Didn't have many lulled parts. So, yeah. All right.
We had a moment, though.
Yeah, we did. Oh,
Yeah.
It was because we were in game and that game got intense.
Got
But-
fucked.
Annoying.
Jack.
All right. Goodbye, all. See y'all next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Right on, guys. I'm out too.
Bazinga.
Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. Take me home. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.